pop culture. Today, I want to talk to you guys about 2 breaking news stories that we literally are still developing. First is with Bruce Jenner just got into a car accident yesterday, and there's 1 person dead.
Oh my gosh.
He told police that he was running from paparazzi, but there's supposedly no evidence of paparazzi. So it's interesting to see where it's going to go because he's the one that rear-ended the driver into traffic, and she's the one that died.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, you know how things happen with celebrities and then we just don't hear about it for a long time. So how do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think is going to happen?
This is crazy. I know it would be a lot of help because he can, if he could get proof that there was paparazzi following him, it's sad. But I'm gonna save it for later. What do you guys think?
I don't think they're gonna do anything.
No.
No, because like you see it a lot of times when people be like drunk driving or they get into accidents or whatever. I mean, you know, granted there was a death in this one, but they always end up getting off.
You think so?
You think he's gonna get off?
I mean, he's not going to jail, and if
I
he
feel
does,
like
he's going to Martha Stewart's jail.
If he gives
Martha
some money,
Stewart
I think he
jail.
should just give a lump sum of money.
Yeah.
You know, for his apologies
No,
instead of waiting for them to sue him, because I feel like he has money. He will get
That's my
sued.
problem. That's where everything starts. It's like, she's dead. What am I going to do with your money?
I know the family.
Your money's not going to bring my child back, and I don't care how much money you have. You're not exempt from the law.
Yeah, I think it's interesting considering what he's going through right now. You know, it's tough what he's going through. I'm sure it's shocking for the family, and then on top of everything, emotionally for himself to have to be caught in a car accident and
It's messed up.
It is.
You don't know what
do
he
you
was
guys
thinking
feel
about
what's going on right now and the way he's releasing to the media that he's changing?
I feel there's so much going on. It's so much. I don't know about if it's stress, but it seems like he could be so stressed because of the divorce. It seems like it was an equal feelings, but you don't know that. Chris seems like she's really happy moving on, working, and he's just home
because
playing with his
you were married
plans.
to him for 20 years.
You can never lose those feelings.
No, but you're married to him for 20 years, and now
she's probably angry.
Everybody in that, you see how close they are, and they do everything together. They talk about everything. I think everybody already knew before paparazzi got a hold of it that he was coming, and doing this, going through this transformation. So by the time it hit the news, it's just like, okay, we're just bracing ourselves. And let's not make it worse than what it is. She might be taking it, that well because she already knows.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I agree.
My brother-in-law always complains about how much estrogen we have in our family, and so I could see if Bruce was just around too much estrogen, and now he wants to be a woman. Like,
well, on another note,
we have great clothes.
It's not
fabulous.
Other sad news with Bobby Christina. So it's interesting. I mean, it's sad that she was found, in her tub not breathing.
In the same
But
circumstance.
it's in the same circumstance as her
a
mother,
mom,
and the same month. Her mother's anniversary is coming up next week, and so now what investigators are saying, they're questioning certain marks that she has on her bodies and certain injuries, and allegedly her boyfriend, because they were never married,
Is that her boyfriend?
is
Like her
being investigated now.
Her exchange boyfriend.
Yes. Because allegedly they had a tumultuous relationship and there was violence in there. I mean, we will never know the truth,
Right.
But I'm glad they're investigating it because something's not adding up, and I'm glad they weren't married because then he would get everything right now, what I mean, that her mother worked for and gave her, so the first thing Bobby Brown did was clear that out. His lawyer made a statement. They were never married. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts on what's going on?
I just think it's really sad. I mean, I read an article the other day that said the doctor had made a statement and said,
there's nothing they can do.
And I just, my family's gone through that sort of situation before, and I just think it's awful. My prayers and thoughts and positive energy and light
as much as we can give them.
It's so sad. It's overwhelmingly sad.
Yeah.
But what's wrong with her? Like nobody knows she's brain dead, right?
No, not brain dead. Allegedly,
they don't know what caused her that.
Allegedly, they don't know what caused it. No, there's no. They haven't made any statements about drugs.
No concussion.
But she's in a medically induced coma, so they really don't know her brain functions until she's off the drugs. So I mean,
they gave her.
Yes, but she's at the hospital she's in. It's like the top one for brain and like brain surgery and all that stuff and brain injury. So you would assume she's in the best hands. And for those doctors to say there's really nothing much we can do, it has to be hard, to pull the plug on your daughter.
Right. Of course, for anyone.
You know what I mean? And quickly, The View. You guys watch The View? Rosie O'Donnell's leaving The View.
Oh, I heard.
Yes, she's leaving. Supposedly, she's getting a divorce, and she's choosing to leave The View to focus on her family. And you know, that show, I watch it a lot, and like people come and go a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like. But anyways,
Well,
I like The
it's
Real.
hard to be a-
yes,
I love The Real.
Adrienne Bailon just got engaged.
I saw
Yes.
that.
Nice.
Yes,
She finally got engaged.
yes. So another topic. This one's more controversial. We're in the media, so we know how this works. Brian Williams.
Oh my gosh.
Is actually taking himself off air because he, around 2002, 2003, said he was on a helicopter that was shot down by an RPG. Now, back then, he made the story. He said we were shot down and we were rescued and we were saved, etc. And as the years go by, he kept saying the same story. It wasn't until this week that he actually, you know, said, I wasn't on that helicopter. You know, so it brings up the question of trustworthiness. You know, you're on NBC. Brian Williams is like, everyone tunes in, and when you tune in to hear us, to tune into the news, it's because you expect for us to give you reliable information and not lie.
That's the job.
You know, and not lie about
it's
that.
not the truth.
And it's huge.
Right.
It was in Iraq. Like, this is huge. Why would he lie about that? To be a part of it, or
ratings. Like,
do you think?
I mean, it has to be for ratings because I mean, there's what is it? NBC. There's ABC. There's all kinds of different networks that are all going to play the same, pretty much the same information on what's going on in Iraq and the war or whatever. So it's like you have to make yourself stand out, be different, or you know, pull people to your network. What better way to do that than say that your plane is shot down?
What's interesting is he's taking himself off air. NBC hasn't made any statements, so what's going to happen to him? You know, let's say it was for ratings. He's on his own now.
Well,
you
he's
know,
done, if that's the case.
you know, he's not gonna. They're not gonna say, "Oh, we made him tell the story." He's on his own. You
But
know,
it's like a journalist that, you know, lies in an article or whatever. They would have to retract the story. They usually can't find work after that.
yeah. So, what do you think?
That always usually happens too. If you like the journalists who like make up work for their articles or anything, after that the trust is left, and it's like
fan base is gone, like nobody wants
you
to
can't. It's hard to get work anywhere else because
Yeah.
that's like the main thing in news, in the media. Like you said, we all know that's one of the number one rules. You're not supposed to lie
Yeah,
at all.
I mean-
Even though, and that's how you know the difference between like news or something is a magazine or a blog. It's
Yeah.
because news is supposed to give you complete
Reliable,
information,
accurate
yeah.
information. I mean, I think it's a little weird that he would lie about it, and it's because of social media. Allegedly, there's a lot of people questioning on Facebook. He was not on that helicopter. So now we live in a society where you say what you say, you will be held accountable for that,
what you say.
especially through the media. Because if we can't get you on TV, we're gonna Facebook you, message you, and make this a bigger deal than what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it's interesting. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is, obviously, it's Black History Month. We all know.
Woohoo.
And I just want to hear, I don't want to do the usual coverage that everyone does where they bring up, you know,
Right.
the inventors and stuff. We know these things and we know that they're a part of history. But we want to talk about who inspires you. And we want to hear from you guys too. You can tweet us, Facebook us, tweet us at the Femme Spot, Facebook us at the Femme Spot, and let us know who inspires you and why. So just who do you...
I'll just go first. I'll just say it, my entire life, I've totally always been inspired by Oprah. Like, I think she's so amazing. She's like one of those well-rounded people. If I see anybody who looks like Oprah, I like have to stop and like diagnose them and make sure they're like not Oprah before I freak out.
Yeah.
But
what
I
about
love
you?
her.
I'm gonna be really, really cheesy and say my mom.
Aww.
Because she's like Superwoman. It's like, I remember when we were little, like, you know, there was 4 of us. You know, she was a single mom. It was very hard for her. And it's like, you remember as a kid, you would go in the fridge and open the door 40 million times and see, like, you know, you're looking for something, but it's not there.
Yeah.
And like 20 minutes later, you turn around, you just smell food. And it's like, I know I looked in the fridge, there was nothing. There's nothing in the cabinet. You turn around and it's just like, how did you do that? Like, I used to love it. So, like, that's, yeah.
For me, as an actress, someone that I look up to is Taraji. I feel like her body of work is something to aspire to because she's able to play so many different roles.
Right.
And she just won an award of, I believe it was
Entertainer
Entertainer of
of
the
the
Year,
Year, yes.
at the NAACP Image Awards. And you have to, like, when you watch her and you can see one day she was I believe a police officer in a show.
Right.
She was in Hustle and Flow, Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Right.
And now,
Yes,
and now she's on Empire, which is breaking
Baby Boy.
records.
I was just talking about Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Did you hear? I think they're gonna be a thing.
Who?
Taraji,
Then who?
I don't know. I don't know.
Baby Boy.
And
Tyrese?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No, he just got married.
No.
Really?
Yeah, he just posted something the other day.
No,
Are you
he's definitely
sure?
not married. But she's someone. No, because I love
Engaged or
her.
something,
No,
engaged.
but she's definitely someone that I look up to
She's a gorgeous
in terms of as an actress and who the way that she works, her work ethic and stuff. She's definitely someone I aspire to. So.
Well, I'll have to take some of you guys. Oprah, I love her because she's a media propagator. I inspired to be like her. I admire to be like her. And I have to say my mom because she will kill me. I wanted to say something, just to refresh the knowledge, but I also have to say my mom and my parents. They're just amazing. They made me who I am, so they're my personality.
Yeah.
And also Beyonce. I'm gonna be cheesy and say Beyonce because she is a triple threat. She does everything she does. She makes sure she does it 110%. She puts her all into it. I never see her do anything halfway. And it inspires me to work hard and be the best I can be. I love Beyonce. And also how humble she is and how close she is. She's not all the way out there. Just enough for people to buy her albums and her
She's
sales.
not all the way out there.
I mean, you can't.
The new thing now.
She is so big that she's going to get some news out there, but you don't see too much of her business except the elevator.
She's very tactful. She doesn't ever do it in a trap. Like it's
She
never
doesn't try.
trashy. I love it. I love
You
her.
have to find her in the elevator because she will not tell her business on Twitter.
Right, exactly.
And I want to tell you guys about Carter G. Wilson. He was actually the father of Black History Month.
Oh,
So yeah, he went to Howard University. He got his doctorate, and he was actually an educator. He was a historian. Was the founder.
So there are many people to aspire to, obviously.
Yeah.
So we want to hear what you think. Again, you can tweet us on the Femme Spot, and you can Facebook us on the Femme Spot. Tell us who inspires you and why. It's good to hear. So what do you have for us today, Essence?
Well, I actually want to talk about the NAACP Award, Image Awards, and